Hi everybody, Kenneth G. Hasty here once again. This video is called What's Your Price? I do these videos for sales managers, for business owners, for leaders, salespeople, etc., marketing people to help you overcome some of the pitfalls that are out there in the market. And What's Your Price is like a landmine out there. So let me give you a perspective. You know, you know, this kind of piggybacks off of the video I posted yesterday that talks about, are we presenting to the right people? So here's a real time example. We were approached by a distributor for a company that is having, some issues getting the sales, and they want to know what we can do to help. And we sat down, we had a powwow in our war room, and we looked over, their situation, and it came down to um, the distributor before we wanted to do much to help them, start generating leads and sales, especially leads right now, is the website is horrible. And it's not their website, it's the main company's website. So we looked at that and we said, look, before we do anything, we need to clean up the messaging, we need to clean up the website, etc. And they said, well, ultimately at the end of the conversation, they're like, well, we don't really have any say in that. Could you put something together for us to present to the owners, to the main company? And we're like, sure, we can do that. And then of course they go, oh yeah, and what's your price? We need to know what your price is when we tell them. Well, don't fall in that trap, because if somebody else is presenting your information, and your pricing, it's not going to have the same impact as you presenting your information with your pricing. So, you know, don't get caught in that. And it's an honest enough question. They're not being devious or anything. But the reality is, we look at, okay, things that they need. We probably are going to have to redo their website, both the front end and the back end. We're probably going to have to redo their messaging, with their, sitting down with them, of course, but to help them redo their messaging. We're probably going to have to redo all their brochures, their sales scripting, all that kind of stuff. So, how do you just say, well, the price will be X? It really depends on the scope of work, right? It depends on what they want us to do. And so if we put out their range, it sounds sarcastic if you say, well, it could be from $1 to $10 million, but that'd be nice, wouldn't it? But not the dollar. But anyway, what I'm saying is we don't really know until we understand what they want us to do based on their needs. Uh, and so we're happy to quote the price once we understand exactly, how they'd like us to move forward once we presented what we can do. Um, so basically, I couldn't just give them a price. And so instead, what I did, and rather than just, a lot of people right now would just write down a range and they'd send an email, here's our price range, bada bing, boom. But I've been burned on that before. You want to make sure people can see your story the way you want to tell it. So what I did is I made a PowerPoint, a number of slides on a PowerPoint that kind of walked through, kind of reiterated our conversation, put some graphics in there to support what I was showing, just to kind of, make the PowerPoint not seem boring, right? And and at that point spelled out what we can do, what we see, how we can help. And then the price I just put, because I don't know if I'm redoing everything in their company or we're just simply giving them a little coaching, right? So I just simply put that our pricing here starts at $600 per month, and if they want to retain us to start working with them and help them, and if and if we're fine just doing that. But if they want us to run everything and fix everything ourselves, then obviously it's going to be more, right? And so anyway, I just put it in the slide in there. Our pricing starts there, and you know, let's talk. No harm in talking. So we use a three-step process. So the first step is schedule a complimentary discovery conversation, so we can really look at what their true needs are and see how we might fit in that or not fit in that, depending, right? And then also the next step involved in that is then have a joint meeting to where we lay out a plan, and then after that we just simply implement the plan and grow their business. And it's basically that simple in the conversation. Now the actual implementation is not that simple, but you know how that goes. So anyway, what I'm saying is, don't just jump out there and throw out a price. If price is your only differentiator, then they're not looking at any value for your services. You're not a commodity. Even if you sell a commodity product, you as a salesperson make it not a commodity because they have you, right? So don't just spit your price out there. Make sure that they understand what they're paying for, the value of it. And if you're not in a position to give them an accurate estimate, then just tell them where you start, and that let's sit down and have more conversation and take it to the next level. But that usually means bringing in somebody at a higher level, the owner, the CEO, what have you. So anyway, what's your price? Well, I'll tell you once we understand everything after talking to the CEO. How's that sound? All right, everybody. Kenneth G. Hasty here. I'm a professional business growth consultant, and I'm the guy you call to help make your smaller company into a bigger company. I'm a professional sales automation consultant. So if you're tired of spending all your time trying to get emails out and keep up with people and tasks and stuff, I can help you with that. And meanwhile, if you like my videos and things, please put a like on it. Like, forward, tweet, retweet, what have you. If you want to check me out, it's kennethghasty.com. If you want to email me, it's kenneth@kennethghasty.com. And I'll even put a link in here if you want to talk to me on the phone and see how we might be able to help your company. So thanks, everybody, and have a great day. Talk to you later, and don't give me a price.